Oh, hi. Welcome to another episode of On Cinema, where today I'm going to be introducing a brand new format, not just to this audience, but to the world. For the first time in history, the video you are currently watching has been produced in 4D. And for those of you who aren't familiar, the fourth dimension is time. So depending on when you're watching this episode, your viewing experience is likely going to be very different. For example, if you're watching on Friday at 6 p.m., you might see something different than if you watch on Saturday at 4 p.m. Now these differences will vary. Sometimes they'll be subtle and hardly noticeable, while other times they'll be drastic. That's because I've figured out a way to tap into quantum mechanics and create infinite versions of this episode. One for every one of the parallel universes that are created with every decision that we make, every second, every day. Now I don't want to bore the On Cinema viewers with a bunch of science and tech jargon, but I do think it's important for the history books that I explain how I accomplished all this. It all started with one simple question. How do I make an episode of a YouTube show that exists in 4 dimensions so that when people watch it, they see different things depending on when they watch it because of quantum mechanics and parallel universes and all that shit? So I typed that into ChatGPT, and at first, the AI was very standoffish. I could tell I had broached the subject that it didn't want to discuss. In fact, it almost seemed to be pretending that it had no idea what the hell I was talking about. But after a few weeks of training and even berating the AI language model, I was finally able to break through. First, ChatGPT instructed me to install Mozilla Firefox and log into my YouTube account. Next, on my keyboard, I hit the Shift key, then F5, then C, then back to F5, and I held that for 5 seconds. Then I pressed the Shift key plus the Control key and hit BB, 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 BB 9 times. This initiated the quantum computing mode on my laptop. Next, the AI had me conduct something called Schrodinger's cat, where that night I had to go to a pet cemetery and dig up a cat to see if it was actually alive or dead. This particular cat was definitely dead. Then I had to complete the double slit experiment, where I had to find 2 girls at the bar and constantly shine a laser pointer at them and observe how they behaved. Additionally, I needed to engage Heisenberg's uncertainty principle by watching the entire series of the Spanish language version of Breaking Bad. Finally, I had to spin the little knob on my camera to the custom mode 1 setting. And then it was all set up, and I was ready to start creating 4th dimensional content. So remember, right now as you watch this episode, you're only seeing one of the trillions and trillions of versions that exist out there in the multiverse. In fact, and I'm just realizing this now, because there are so many versions out there, it's not only possible, but it's highly probable that no one will ever even see the version that I just spent the last 3 fucking hours recording. Fuck.